Cincinnati Bengals, that's the team we're gonna cheer.
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
Yeah, and this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. So you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself in the postseason.
The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bengals. And, Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball. He was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. And if he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
Gun. Shot. 180. Shot.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
Come on.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Now, faking the give. And he'll get forward. Gives him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds. And that's going to bring up third down. On carry here for Brown.
Chase Brown, the ball carrier. He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Play action now, and here's Allen. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to wrap. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception? I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
This is part 2. And he'll take it on in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Bills nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, this is Strong. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here is Allen. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On the return is Jones. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. As we look at the current playoff picture, if things ended today, they would be a wild card. But they have not clinched the playoff berth just yet. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, it's the veteran Zach Moss. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Christian Benford brings him down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll run the sneak, and he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Can't tie the game or even take the lead.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, like these receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The NFL sack leader from a year ago, Trey Hendrickson. He gets in for the sack, number 85 in his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd and long ahead. In motion, Shakir. Allen to throw on 3rd and long.
So these are always the most disappointing drives, right? So you get the ball, you're on your opponent's side of the field, and then you go 3 and out. So you take the field, you say, this is a prime opportunity. Come away at least with points, and now they find themselves in a tricky, delicate situation. I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th down.
Bengals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
That's on the 2024 first-rounder, Amarius Mims.
Still 1st down.
Burrow working in the pistol. A quick slant taken by Chase.
Complete to Jamar Chase. An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow here on second down. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that level.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 2.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. Short throw caught by Sample. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver.
He was covered by
It's second down.
Here we go.
Burrow. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down. Here's Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run here with Brown. And the Bengals have a first and goal forthcoming. He takes this down to the 5-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels.
That one taken in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
This one's going to carry him off the right upright. Get the friendly bounce. A mistake, but the doink is good for 1. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, this is Strong. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. It is second and 6.
A gain of 3. Brings up second down.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
16 yards. And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw on first and 10, Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Throwing again. It's Allen. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And in motion is Coleman. First and 10, and it's Allen. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Quickly to Shakir on the RPO. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. The Bills going to use their final timeout here.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Pass's kick is good, and the Bills are on the board just before halftime. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports halftime
Our
report.
journey through the NFL starts now. At M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, the Ravens at home to take on the Steelers in a physical matchup in the AFC North. And it's the NFL's all-pro quarterback 2 years running, Lamar Jackson. He'll connect on a 13-yard touchdown pass. The Ravens come out victorious 28-16. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And with baby brother in the league right now, it's time for Travis Etienne to show who's tops in the family. He gets a seal here, and up the alley he goes. The Jags win it by 11, 35-24 the final score. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the veteran Nelson Aguilar. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. First and 10.
Bills, first down. First and 10 at the
They'll motion the
34-yard
tight
line.
end, Smith. First down, Allen. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete. He'll try again here. Second and 10.
Second and 10.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to be third down.
On the coverage.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. That is caught. What a throw. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Allen leading. The Bills to the line for this two-point try. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Allen leading the Bills to the line for this two-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
They'll try it with Cook. And he cannot get in. The try for two comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's Brown. And he's going to be followed up quickly after a gain of about 1. Taron Johnson up to make the tackle.
Brings up second and 9.
Here we go.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch. Still going. And he will score. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bengals 21. Bills 9.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Head coach Sean McDermott there as the Bills get set for their next possession. Allen going to keep it on his own read. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 45.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's brought down at the 30.
Here comes second and 4.
Brings up second down.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. zone, incomplete. But a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Play action. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Cook, with good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25.
That's another Bills first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
We'll try and run here with Cook.
James Cook, the ball carrier. He was brought
The
down
field goal
at the
unit
16-yard line.
staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
And 1.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try it now with Cook, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 16.
Throwing is Burrow. Who else another catch for his favorite target. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 6.
What's the old saying, Mike? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And at this point, there's just really no reason to not just continue to target him. He's been running free all game long, and you can see the numbers. They bear that out. It's evident right from the start that they were going to look his way early and often, and I think it turned out to be a pretty good game plan.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
And the Bengals first down.
Now Brown. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A first down throw for Burrow. Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Burrow working in the pistol. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll bring up 2nd down. A quick slant taken by Chase. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And Without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
1-1, ready? Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Now, Burrow. It is brought in the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, this is Strong. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 10.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 76 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. The extra point by Max is good. And the Bills are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Here we go.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. It comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He was brought down at the 26.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st down, Bengals.
Gun.
Another try with Moss. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the
Give them
12-yard
14 on that one. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Bengals 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game.
Here we go.
You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football, here in this latest stretch.
Block it.
So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Who's ready for some December football? Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 14. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is Jamar Chase. They're going to fire it into him on a quick slant, and it's right on time, and watch him hit the Jets. The Bengals are getting hot. It's a third straight win, and they take this one in style. Next up, how about a trip to Vegas, everybody? Checking in on the Raiders as they host the Denver Broncos. And it's the first running back taken in the draft, Ashton Genty. This'll wind up a touchdown. The Raiders come away with a 4-point victory. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead, the Chiefs taking on the Houston Texans. And oh, look at Patrick Mahomes. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. The Chiefs send their fans home happy as they come away with the victory. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.